All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafi Matthew S. Yogana. You love to come the Elegbete World of Sports. It's a lovely, wonderful, and amazing Monday morning. Yes, it's raining on this part of town, but I can't say it's raining in Nigeria. I can't also say it's raining in Lagos because sometimes, because it's raining in your neck of the wood, does not mean it's raining everywhere. But then you can join in on this show on every platform. Like we're trying as much as possible to get to you across every platform. So you can join in on Instagram at Elegbete One. You can join in on Facebook by searching for me on Facebook. You can also search for Elegbete TV Sports on YouTube and join in live there. And you know how it is. It's a show that comes between me and you. You guys raise up whatever talking point question you want to raise, and then I try my best to give my opinion. Like I always say that, look, nobody have monopoly of knowledge when it comes to this football. So I can't sit here and tell you I know it all. So not everything I say will be satisfactory to you, but let's just try to be as civil as possible to each other so that we don't get in on each other's face and begin to make enemies. But then if you're not listening on all this platform, I'm sure you're listening on the World Wide Web on www.elegbete.com/radio. Please bear with us. We're working seriously, round the clock, as seriously, and putting funds together for the apps to be ready. Very soon, our radio app will be ready, and you don't have to click on the link anymore. You just have to download the app and have it on your devices, and wherever you are in the world, you can listen to us. Thank you very much, Danny. It's been a long, long time, my brother. I know you're busy. Phil Bobby, what's happening? I saw Samad last week at the FIFA president hosting. Your boss is looking good. How is Tega and everybody over there? I say good morning, everyone in the studio. Thank you very much, Philip, and to those of you who are joining us on YouTube. Wow, I saw somebody joining us already on YouTube Live. This is me trying the YouTube Live for the very first time today because some guys like, okay, we want to watch on YouTube, so do it. I mean, Arsenal Fan TV is doing it. Why you not doing it? I was like, okay, I don't know if it's going to work, but I thought I should try it. Well, Tottenham Hotspur, who started like a house on fire, got a 3-goal bashing from Chelsea. Chelsea seems like a bully, but I like that kind of bullying. Okay, you've got to show your strength. The thing was that in the first time that game was 0-0, but you could still tell that Chelsea, if there's any team that's going to score in this game, it was Chelsea. And then they brought in N'Golo Kante, and that was the end of the story. That was just basically the end of the story. Now, Lionel Messi was in shock. And I remember saying this thing when he went to Paris Saint-Germain. I said, it's not going to get all those VIP treatment. It's not going to be whatever it is. But then it was removed by Mauricio Pochettino in the 76 minutes. He didn't shake the hands of the coach, and he was angry. He was on the bench looking very, very lost. And I think that, I don't know, but I don't think that's the right attitude, because every time you're playing, somebody's on the bench. Then Mario Kart came off the bench to score a stoppage time winner that changed everything. So maybe you look at Mauricio Pochettino and say he got it right. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was saved by the bell, a former player that was loaned from Manchester United to West Ham. Lingard, who had like God knows how many games last season and the season before for Manchester United without even a shot on target, came off and did a caller, a Thierry Henry-esque caller to give Manchester United a 2-1 win after, I think, in my opinion, the referee and VAR had denied Cristiano Ronaldo what looked like 2 legitimate penalty and 1 50-50 penalty. But then the shocker, for me, the shocker of the week were in 2 places. One was AS Roma losing to Hellas Verona. Man, that third goal deserved a maximum point. Whatever you look at it from, that third goal from Ferroni deserved maximum point. Okay? So, I mean, I sit where I am like, yeah. Even though I wanted AS Roma to win, but that if you can score that kind of a goal in the match, you deserve all the points. The next shocker was Manchester City unable to put 1 shot on target. Now, not winning was not really the problem, but to have that kind of squad, that squad that is worth close to $1 billion, and not be able to find a shot on target against Southampton was a shocker for me. I don't know how it is for you, but it was a shocker for me. Really, really shocker. And then the biggest shocker for me over the weekend was the announcement that Blessing Akabari had been banned for 4 years. Damn, it's crazy, man. That's crazy. It literally took the life out of me, like drained everything out of me. I mean, I need to do a show, so I would have to do it, but to be very honest with you guys, man, that was a shocker. Like I didn't see that coming. I think that the whole system is being too harsh on her. And I also think that the sports ministry, the Nigerian Olympic Committee, and everybody, nobody's just standing behind her. And that's very, very bad. Because, I mean, if I don't know. She doesn't have a history of drug. That's the thing that I'm saying. But I mean, people who not listen to me right now are making it look like, "Oh, what are you saying?" Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen are very likely to crash again this season, claims F1 driver chief Alex Woods, who says both of the title rivals have to mark their territory. And it might be good. Rivalry is good for competition in every sport. But when rivalry becomes like this, my fear is that might lead to somebody dying at the end of the day. And I'm afraid. I'm afraid for either of them. But either ways, let's see how it goes. Well, I'm not going to be doing the show alone. I'm doing the show with you guys. So I'm going to be counting on you guys to be my co-presenter on the show. On Facebook, Evangelist Wale Ikus. Hey, guy, what's up? How you doing? Say good morning, sir. Hey, Wale, how now? Long time. That's a guy that I grew up with anyway. So how you doing? How's everything going on your end? And I'm seeing most of the comments now coming in from Instagram and then from you WhatsApp as well. On WhatsApp, you can reach us on 08034277165. Okay, and if you want to call in on the show, 07025 000069. That's the number to call. So let me take you. You remember at the beginning of the season, I said I don't think that Bayern Munich will win the league. Well, those guys are really responding to me with anger, like brutal anger, brute force, like Borussia, because the kind of result that they're showing that it's making me worry. Like, what kind of prediction did I make? But I'm still gonna hold on to that prediction for a while and see how it goes. Yeah, for those of you who didn't see the show on Friday, we're busy trying to. Hey, Sam Soja, what's up? How you doing? We're trying to put out some IP work with. African football legend. So we're going around on Friday. I had that emergency call to go have a meeting with us to make our in the morning, and I didn't have a choice. That was why I wasn't available. But Real sits at the top after Vinicius inspired a comeback for Real Madrid in Spain. We thought that this season they were going to struggle, but it's looking like they are struggling up their shoulders and say, struggle we, Real Madrid, come on, we're the king of football. We would always get it. Remember they went to Inter Milan in the Champions League, and one way or the other, they masterfully won that game with the last-minute goal that got them a win over Inter Milan, thinking that Inter Milan were going to win that game. Well, Ancelotti, he said that Madrid fight until the end, whether playing well or playing badly. That's what Carlo Ancelotti had to say. Let me give you guys the story on that one. Is on Marca.com if you're going to look for it. Carlo Ancelotti praised the fighting spirit of the Real Madrid side as they secured a 2-1 victory over Valencia. On Sunday evening, goes for Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema. He just can't stop scoring, can he? Yeah, there's just that thing about him that makes him get better like fine wine with age, you know. Completed a late turnaround for Los Blancos at the Mestalla. And the Italian coach stated that he was most pleased with his side's character. I have a team that fights whether they are playing well or badly, Ancelotti said at full time. That is the feeling that I have today. We didn't play well in the first half. We were coming up with some good counter attack, but we were pinned back. And when you're pinned back, you can see. Okay, we were much better in the second half when we stayed fresher. Ancelotti went on to praise Vinicius and Benzema, but highlighted that the other attackers played a key role as well. Vinicius, Benzema, and Real Madrid forward. And Real Madrid forward, we are lucky to have them, he said. But I am satisfied with everyone. Eden Hazard was good. Eduardo Camavinga was good as well. The three forward were fantastic. Then, in the second half, when we were controlling the play, they were very dangerous in the area. Well, what do you have to say about Real Madrid? Do you think that they have managed their crisis way better than any other team in the same space of such crisis? And then Mauricio Pochettino came out to explain why he substituted Messi. Do you think that a coach should explain why he substituted a player? Come on, was supposed to be winning these games easily. They came up the Champions League where they drew 1-1, and then they're playing this game again with Lyon. They were drawing, and you have to make. I don't know, but let me ask you guys: do you think that a coach needs to explain why he made that substitution. I'm not sure if he has substituted any other person like Angel Di Maria or somebody else, he will come out and make an explanation, oh, why I removed this player. Do you think that a coach owes need to come out to the press and say, this is the reason why I substituted this or that player? I need your take on that one, because it's not something that I can just judge or give my own opinion on and move back. I need your take. I mean, do you think a coach should come out and like, oh, I'm sorry, but this is why? Well, let me read it so that you get to take of the explanation he was making on the substitution of Messi. There was some confusion at the Parc des Princes, including from Lionel Messi himself, when Mauricio Pochettino decided to take off the Argentine in the 75th minute of Paris Saint-Germain's 2-1 victory over Lyon. At that point, PSG were drawing 1-1 with their domestic rivals, making it odd that they will take off their summer sign. After the match, Pochettino explained why he and his coaching staff made that decision. We made the decision to take Messi off because of a possible future injury, he stated. We have important matches coming up and we have to protect him. Okay, protector of the universe. Voltron, I don't know. Okay, these are decisions made for the team, and everyone knows we have many great players. We have to take those decisions. Sometimes they might be viewed favorably, sometimes a little less. Okay, so my question to you guys, do you think that a coach should come out and explain, this is why I take this player out? I mean, substitution is part of the game. So if they take you out, what's the big deal? That's my own opinion. But I need to hear from you guys. I mean, you guys also have a role to play on this show now, and you've got to have your say. Okay. Hercules Mace said, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Emmanuel Adebayo said, Pochettino can coach any big team. Divine Harmony Tom Kerry said, boss, please repeat the WhatsApp number again. 080 342 77165. All right, Akbos Awusa Jerome, he says special greetings to you as well. All right, let's get in. If you're sending in your messages, your response to whatever it is happening, let me know. Samson Olise say, know the real Messi in France, if he's the humble guy that we are all peddling or not. I'm trying to understand what's the relationship between football and that. First off, the word humility or proud is in contest. No player wants to sit on the bench, and if a player's refusal to be on the bench makes him not to be humble, I think that's you misrepresenting or misconstruing that word. I don't think that's the place. Hey, my sister is on the show. Yeah, leader, you're here. That means that you're not working right now. Thank you very much for being on the show, Hiroike. Well, I don't think that not wanting to sit on the bench can fall into the context of saying that somebody is not humble. Footballers don't like sitting on the bench. Messi has played a starter all his life. If you take Cristiano Ronaldo off the game and he doesn't play regularly, you will still see that. So I don't think that's how to judge whether the person is humble or not. This is my take anyway, but I mean, I respect your opinion, but this is just my take. Well, guys, whatever you think about it, I'm asking of Pochettino, Mauricio Pochettino, should he be able to say, hey, this is why I took out Messi? Should you be explaining that to anybody? I don't know, but that's what we'll see. Then, the Blessing of Kabari issue. Do you think that the Nigerian Olympic Committee, the sports ministry have done well by just keeping quiet since the Olympics, keeping mute? I mean, this is a girl that doesn't have any history of drug. And at some point, you got to ask yourself, why would somebody want to take drugs at the very, very tail end of their career? It doesn't add up, okay? And people will say, oh, because she's your sister, you're going to justify everything. But I'm just asking questions. Okay, yes, she's my sister. I own up to that. But I'm asking these questions. Does it really make sense? Well, Dan Perry said, Messi should learn to respect coaches' decision. The fact that he agreed to play for PSG means he should open room for substitution. Thank you very much, Dan. Yeah, my sister. Hiroike said, bro, yeah, I agree to you. Extrovert Mendel, he said, good morning, bros. Explanation is not necessary. It's the coach's job to make decision to better the team team's chances of winning. So explanation is really not necessary. Thank you very much for that. That's what I thought too. Well, I mean, if you have a contrary view, you should let me know. But I mean, looking at the whole thing, I'm asking myself, Should the coach be coming out to say, this is why I had to change him because we think we're protecting him from injury? Because the player cannot come out and say, these are the things that causes problem. The player cannot come out and say, I've been playing games regularly, 90 minutes regularly, I don't get injured. What are the chances that I'm going to get injured? Because you can get injured sitting on the bench, you can get injured in training, you can get injured even walking from your home. So injury should not be a reason. I don't think that a coach, if I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think that a coach should come out and be trying to explain his decision to put a player on the bench or to substitute a player or to start a player. Hiroike underscore AFC, he said, it's the coach call, but then nobody is happy to be substituted. Many greats have done. Messi won't be an exception. Okay, many greats have done it. Messi wouldn't be an exception. I agree with you on that one. Sitting on the bench is not something. But I don't have a problem with Messi being angry that he's substituted. As a matter of fact, if I'm coaching, I like the fact that my players are angry that I'm substituting them. It means that they really want to play. I'm also angry at the fact that my players are angry that they are sitting on the bench and I'm not giving them playing time. That means that they still have their heart in the team. Having said that, if I substitute you, I'm not going to go to the press and say, let me explain why I removed Fani Kayode for Osibanjo. Oh, no. Cut me some slack. I don't have that. I don't think it. Coaches should rise above certain things. I don't think Silas Williamson will come and explain that to you. I don't think so. Danny Goy said, I am not surprised at the way they are treating Blessing Akagbari. She does not deserve that at all. Blessing needs all the love for someone that has had a clean slate for over a decade. That's what I thought too. But people keep pointing this finger at me that, oh, you're justifying whatever you're justifying because she's your sister, because no, that's not it. I don't think. Listen, when a Kenyan was also picked up and suspended during the Olympics, the Kenyan sports minister came out and made a standard statement, straight up. Beyond the Kenyan Olympic Committee also came up and defended him even before the B sample came out. And I think that's what. Okay, so some people said that Blessing shouldn't have demanded for a B sample if she know that she had taken these things. So she would have gotten a 2 years ban. And that's what I have a problem with. Do you think that Blessing will just wake up and say, okay, you know what? This is most likely my last or my penultimate Olympics that I'm attending. This is one of the Olympics that I know that she prepared very well with a clear mind and everything. And she's going to go there and spike herself and then still be fighting for a B sample. It doesn't make sense. It's because she knows she's not done anything, that's why she's asking for a B sample. Because if you've done something, come on, now. You won't be asking for a B sample because that would be like further embarrassment. She knows. But hey, it's the way we are. Divine Talk, Harmony Talker, he said, good morning, boss, on WhatsApp. He said, I may be wrong, but this Blessing Akagbari thing looks like a big setup to tarnish her image and bring her down. Now, that's what I have insisted from the get-go. Well, she's very outspoken. She's one person who would always stand up against the established order. And the way a lot of people have been behaving around our sports is strange. Solomon Ogba, who by every indication, who always presented himself as, oh, I'm a father to Blessing, Blessing is my child, blah, 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 blah. Keeps going in pocket of places and be saying all sort of crap about her. That's been the demand, that's been the demand. But then everybody just have said, oh no man, I ain't the key man. So I cannot understand. I don't understand when this kind of thing happened because I've been there. Divine Harmony said, Poch does not have the maturity to handle PSG's dressing room. It's just messy and is already shaking. Imagine if Ramos returns. That's another point to look at. But then we would have our fingers crossed and see how it goes. And Facebook, wow, I've got people talking. So, Oloye Esley for me, my beautiful, laughing, beautiful daughter, sister, everything. How you doing? Okay, Anthony Ifeanyi, say good morning, sir. Anthony Ifeanyi, he say nice work. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Owoye Omoba, my guy, my favorite guy on Facebook. He said, Good morning, Essay. Good morning to you. There are some things I don't get in football these days. How on earth, okay, will a coach be explaining why a player is substituted? Come on, substitution. Come on, substitution is part of the game. That was how Aguero was apologizing for penalty miss the last time. Like, it's crazy. And talking about penalty miss, that takes me to the next point. West Ham were losing 2-1 last minute of the game after the referee had been so nice to not award penalties serially to Cristiano Ronaldo. I think on two occasions I thought that those were supposed to be penalties, but the referee and VAR decided no, Ronaldo, you're diving, but they didn't give him yellow card for diving. Now this is where I'm coming from. A penalty was awarded to West Ham. Of all the players on the, this is David De Gea that had not saved penalty in 41, whether from shootout or from regulation time, does not save penalties. Okay, anybody on the field could have kicked that ball. The coach decided to hold up time and decided, okay, they should wait for the noble one to come and do a noble kick, like it was a ceremonial game. And then Noble came off the bench and walked there. He hadn't warmed up properly. He hadn't kicked the ball. He hadn't gotten the running in the game. Nothing, no rub of the green. And he went there. He whacked the penalty high, in a position that was advantageous to the goalkeeper. And David De Gea saved it. What do you think if you were in that dressing room at the final whistle? What would you be saying if you were one of those players who had played your heart out, who had marked, chased the ball down, close up Manchester United, try as much as possible to get a draw, won a penalty, and then somebody came off the bench to come and just waste the penalty? I know that anybody can miss a penalty, so let me not get in over my head about the miss, okay? But what would you be saying or be doing in that circumstances? What would you be saying? I mean, let me get your take on that one. What West Ham did. Let me get your take on that one. And then Oyoiko said, when is the NPFL going to start? Okay, so they've not released an official start date for the NPFL, so I can't give you any date on that. But I know that tonight will be the NFF award at the prestigious Eco Hotel Suits, sorry, as they call it. I hope that everybody that is awarded gets a real joy for maybe what they have done, be awarded for things that they've done. It's the place where the NFF celebrates their players, their coaches, and then their sponsors. Okay, so we'll see that. I have an invite, but I don't know if I will make it to that event because I've got so much on my hand. I've got a lecture by 11 o'clock. I've got some other things to do in the evening, and daddy duties as well in the evening. I don't know, but that's what I do. If you are watching live on YouTube or you want to go to the YouTube channel to watch us live, it is at Elegbete TV Sports. Thank you very much. If you're there, you can drop a comment. Tell us whatever you think from all of the sporting activities that went down over the weekend and even the matches that are going to go down today. What's your take? If you have a question that you need me to ask, I think it'll be nice for you to put in your questions there on YouTube. Help us to grow our YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed yet, you should help us to subscribe. It's just search for Elegbete TV Sports on YouTube. I would Timothy Dembo on YouTube said, "Yippee! We YouTube guys finally get a live stream." Yes, a lot of people were on my neck. Don't do only live stream on Instagram or Facebook. Please do live stream on the YouTube channel so that we get reminded on a regular basis, and then eventually the numbers will rise. I said, okay, I'll give it a try. It's not really easy. I'm beginning to see that I'm old. Okay, but I'm trying to get there. Okay, game number 1001. Game number 1001 for Jose Mourinho. Seems like a routine game, an easy game. I'm sure that for those of you who are in bet, you would have picked that game easy win for AS Roma. And it seemed like that. I mean, I predicted Roma to win too. Seems like that. Like everything was going to be smooth, hunky-dory. No need to stress yourself. That one is one-shot banker. But then, banker no bank. Banker no bank. He reversed. Reverse, baby, pull over. It did not work like that. Not everything is as they say. Okay, you can win a game on paper, but you need to go also win it on the field of play, and that's exactly what happened. Hellas Verona was a hell in itself for AS Roma. Okay, started the game very well. It seems like a game that this one is going to be an easy chew for them. Not there's big. You see now Hellas Verona, who are they? When you're talking about Jose Mourinho and his team, you're talking of Hellas Verona. Who is Hellas Verona? But then it didn't happen like that because Hellas Verona did not read the script. They did not. They didn't read the script. Let me take you through that game, how it happened, so that you understand what I'm saying. They didn't read the script at all. Okay, so the game started with AS Roma leading in the first half, which was good. Okay, it was Pellegrini that scored in the 36th minute, and everybody was like, okay, yeah, this is everything is going well. If you have your ticket holding in your hand, say, okay, this is good. But then matters changed. Matters changed very, very fast, like speedy. Okay, in the 49 minutes, Barak equalized. And then there was an own goal by Illich that made it 2-1 in favor of AS Roma. And you'll be saying to yourself, okay, here we go again. That was in the 58th minute. 5 freaking minutes later, it was Ferrari scoring a goal that was assisted by Simeone. And at that point, you'll be looking at yourself and say, okay, no, I think I got it wrong. Verona went 2-1 up, and then Roma made it 2-2. And then at that point, you say, okay, yes, they're not that finish. As we say, we'll kill you die today. Roma was going to rise up now and show what stuff they are made of. And it's Ferrari that scored a goal that, for me, should not be nominated for the Puskás Award. The volley, the direction, first control reminded me of a goal scored by James Rodriguez against Uruguay when I was in commentary duties in the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. That goal reminded me of that one. And then this one, it's a little bit more difficult to volley. Okay, the way the ball came in, first control, and then boom, it was in. While James Rodriguez owned, what made that one very beautiful was the first stick on the chest, and then the rest, as it says, history. But then they beat AS Roma. And right of changes, okay? Once the third goal came in, Jose Mourinho was not waiting anymore. He took out Shomurodov and brought in Mkhitaryan, took out Verratti and brought in Perez, took out Zenaldo and brought in El Shaarawy. Stefan El Shaarawy was the guy who scored the winning goal for the 1,000 game. Remember last week? So it's like, go back again and rescue me. Chris Smalling was sent in place of Castro, and then he brought in Mayona. But hey, Amayana Dodo, there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing that Roma didn't do. Roma threw in the kitchen sink, threw in the baby bath, everything. But Hellas Verona said, today, this is hell for you. Okay? Jose Mourinho, we're not interested. We are not buying. We are not buying. In other words, whatever you are selling, we're not buying. Today, this 3 points, we have taken it. They locked themselves in. Well, AS Roma is still in fourth position after 4 games played. Inter Milan are seated at the very top of the league table, like I predicted. It's going to be difficult for them, but like all the predictions I made this season are turning against me. The gods of predictions have abandoned me. AC Milan is second, 4 game played. They have 10 points, same as Inter Milan. Napoli have a game in hand today. If Napoli wins that game, they will go top, but it's still early days, so nothing much to really brag about. They're playing against Udinese, who are in 6th position. So a win for Napoli will take them to the top of the Italian Serie A. Let's talk about the Bundesliga. In the German Bundesliga. That was the one that really got me thinking, like, what is Bayern Munich trying to do? Bayern Munich, they are mean, very, very mean. Winning people like, not just winning, but embarrassing people. So Bayern are in 13 points, just the same as Wolfsburg. Bayern have scored 20 goals this season, conceded 4. They've not lost a single game. They've won 4 and drawn 1, just the same as Wolfsburg. Borussia Dortmund, that I thought would mount up a challenge, mount up with wins as Eagles, but well, nothing. They have not been able to do anything. Extrovert Mendes said, this one is difficult to. I wouldn't say anything if that decision was because no one had the nerve to step forward to kick the penalty. Okay? But for me, I would say, I'll say, coach, So all of us when they play inside this field, so we not feel a penalty from 12 yards again. You have to bring in somebody, you have to bring in a mercenary, an almost retired player to come loser. You know, these margins, 1 point here, 1 point there, are the things that make you rise up on the league table. A West Ham getting a draw against Manchester United, I think that would have been a booster, especially playing against a Cristiano Ronaldo and rest. But then at the end of the day, all effort went into futility because of how the team had played. And it was painful as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure bitter, but then it's David Moyes. What do you expect? Nothing much. Nothing should surprise you because it's coming from David Moyes. Let me check what you guys have to say. Oh, Farmi, you joined us. Thank you very much. What do you guys have to say on Facebook? Nobody's saying anything there right now as it is. But then, if you got anything to say, please put it out there. I would be very, very glad and excited to follow. Okay, on YouTube, Timothy Demo. Okay, Timothy Demo said, "What do you think of Juventus? This start to the season has been one of their worst start to the season for a very long time. Just 2 points from a possible 12. They dropped 10 points. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question from a different direction. First off, I'm going to say that remember when the season was about to start, everybody said that Arsenal should go and sign Allegri. Allegri is the man. Allegri will turn Arsenal into champions, blah, 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 blah. And I remember saying that, look, this Arsenal team is so imbalanced that there's not a coach that can work magic with this team. That's just the simple truth. And everybody said, no, so when Allegri took over from Andre Pirlo, who I thought was, a rookie coach that should have been given more time because Juventus were nosediving. The graph was going down. Whoever the coach was, the graph was going down. There was nothing that was going to change. But hey, that happened. Now, Allegri went first 3 games, he didn't win a single game, he lost them, and then drawn the last 2 games that he's had, which is very, very funny. Or first 2 games, sorry, he lost first 2 games and then drawn the last 2 games now. Which is very, very funny because you look at that Allegri team and you look at the Arsenal team and you say, even as bad as things may be for Juventus today, they still have more quality in their team compared to Arsenal. They still have more balance in their team compared to Arsenal. But see how they're playing. And I mean, some people will argue that the English league is even a little bit tougher to the Italian Serie A. So if you put quality for quality, there's hardly any player in the Arsenal team maybe apart from Aubameyang or current form. Even Aubameyang will not walk into that Juventus team on current form, not me. Okay, but see how it goes. So I'm thinking Juventus, they might say they need money to change it, but I'm thinking we're gradually going into the stage in football where coaching does not matter anymore. Every time there's a problem with your team, you just need to go and buy. Esteban Mendes said, but bros, who is sitting on Arsenal's goal? Just 2 goals. Well, if they keep scoring 1-1 goals and they don't concede, I would prefer it to. Yeah, I would prefer it. The thing is, right now, Arsenal have this. Arsenal is the player that is flying on 1 wings. Okay, so there's a player in the Arsenal team that most likely play against Arsenal. And if you take time to watch the player, you will understand what I'm saying. It's just like something I posted on Facebook yesterday, but people misunderstood it and some people were just being rude and insulting, but then that's social media. I said that Manchester United, when I watch Manchester United game, I feel like Cristiano Ronaldo is stifling the team. By that, I mean, before now, Bruno Fernandes normally gets more arrival into the box, more burst of pace into the 18-yard box, take chances, first goal and last goal, and sometimes stay in the middle. But these last couple of games, especially yesterday's game, 85% of the balls that Bruno Fernandes played forward were all going to Cristiano Ronaldo. Even if he was not the best position player or not the best placed player, he was always getting the passes. And I felt like that was stifling Manchester United. There were times where Green, the young man, Greenwood, was in better position, was running wide and dragging position into space, and I felt like they could just give him a true ball or give him the pass, but that didn't happen. And because of that kind of play, it made Manchester United build up play to be very, very predictable and top one. But hey, people came at me like, oh, they are winning, Cristiano Ronaldo is scoring. And it reminded me of some time ago, Charlton Athletic, if I'm not mistaken, and this switched time, where Darren Bent and the other Bent, they were all scoring goals, but their team was going down. In this case, Manchester United is on top. But I'm looking, if they continue to play like this, they'll be found that, and soon and very soon, we are going to need a lot. Soon and very soon, they'll be found that if they keep playing like that, and it just might tell on them. I'm not saying it's selling on them right now. But I just think if you watch Manchester United game yesterday, take a note. So let's go to Arsenal. Arsenal on the right hand side, there's a guy called Nicolas Yaya Sanogo Pepe. For me, he's the worst footballer ever in the history of the game since 1986 that I started following football. I don't think I've seen any player worse than him. If you've seen one worse than him, please remind me in the comment section, either on the YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or please send me a message on WhatsApp or give me a call 07025 000069. Tell me one player in football history that is worse than him. Like, this guy is the worst ever player I have seen in my life. Okay, Sir Smiley said it's also happening with PSG. Messi even got subbed off. They are big players and they would draw attention. Okay, so Yaya Sanogo, like I said, for Arsenal, every time he gets the ball, he's the most likely player to turn over possession to the opposition. In 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of this game, of the game against Burnley, Yaya Sanogo had turned over possession to the opposition 6 times. 20 minutes of the game. 8 minutes of that game, he had turned over possession 3 times to the opposition. Every time he gets the ball that's supposed to lead to a counter-attacking possession play, he turns the possession over. Of all the corner kick that was taken by Nicolas Pepe, there was not one that went to the head or the feet of an Arsenal player. But then you look at the Chelsea game, you saw the goal that Silva scored. Marcos Alonso got a corner kick, and you see how he whipped in that cross. It was a delight to watch. Not just because Thiago Silva scored, but because the cross was so teasing, the goalkeeper was caught in 2 minds, whether to stay on his line or to come out and punch. But obviously, if he comes out, he might, run into his own team, his own defenders. And the way the ball landed where you have like 3 Chelsea players. The cross is all supposed to be. When you have a dead ball, like a corner kick or somebody running wide and you get a pass, God, it's horrible. But then somebody says,
Jesse was quite clear.
Somebody's telling me that
a Man United team that he feels is going places.
And
for me,
that's in the concern. I don't understand. Trading concern. It says resting dread for Real Madrid, in my opinion, was still way better. Was still way better than Yaya Sanogo. You know why? He receives the ball, he gets the ball, and he keeps possession. The problem was that too many times he gets crowded because he wants to keep the ball for too long. Then that becomes a problem. Sasmani said Ronaldo wasn't a necessity for Manchester United. I agree with you on that one. But because he's scoring goals, everybody thinks it's okay. Well, we will see. Time will justify this conversation. I got some people sending me a message on WhatsApp now, so let's go there. Good morning, Elegbete. David Moyes fumbled big time. You are doing a great job. Thank you very much. That is coming from Matthew in Ikotum and Ifsik. What of Baby? Baby for Manchester United. Baby for Manchester United. Baby is still better than Pepe. Look at Baby was signed for 7.6 million. Come on, this guy is, if you sign a player for 72 million pounds, he had better be playing football. Like, he had better got basic. This guy doesn't have basic. The reason why Arsenal sometimes concede a lot of goals, let me explain the Arsenal thing. And whether you're an Arsenal fan or not, go back and watch it. So if you look at some of these teams, the guys who are playing wide, when they lose the ball, they help in tracking back. So they help the fullback to stay. Now, if you look at Arsenal team, Tierney is supposed to go forward, and then Tomiyasu is supposed to go forward. And when they are going forward, the 2 guys in front, which is Bukayo Saka and Nicolas Sanogo Pepe, will not narrow into Aubameyang. So you have first post, second, middle pool, and last pool, right? But there is a possibility that you will lose the ball. When you lose the ball, you expect a Nicolas Pepe to track back. His tracking back is 0. If he's coming back to even defend, you are really afraid. You are really, really afraid that this guy will cause you problem. Okay? I saw Cristiano Ronaldo tracking back to Mark. I said, yo, Cristiano Ronaldo is still tracking back to Mark, which is very, very, encouraging to see a player of his status, of his class, doing that. It was nice to see. But when you look at uh, Pepe, you just get very, very angry. I can understand with Saka, he's dealing with a lot psychologically and he will get over it. But I mean, Pepe is the worst ever football player in the world, in my opinion. You guys don't have to like me for that, but it's the truth. For Mr. Bros, even you said laugh, yes, I laugh for baby. Because baby was just baby. I remember what I was saying when they wanted to sign. I said, imagine I entered the sign player, they want to sign baby, and it was really baby back in the day. He said, I am an Arsenal fan and completely understand your point. Our wingers are not doing enough. People always say like, oh, Aubameyang is not scoring. The question is, how many big chances do they create for Aubameyang every time he's playing? That's the thing you need to look at. Because when you're strikers, what are strikers supposed to do? Strikers are instinctive, get the ball to them, and then they will deliver. The midfield is getting better. I mean, I saw Partey do some good job. The rest of them, I'm wondering what will happen against Tottenham Hotspur because this is how Tottenham Hotspur plays. They will be playing badly, and then they say Arsenal. All of a sudden, Harry Kane will go and be scoring goals from 40 yards, 30 yards, and all that. I mean, making everybody looking like they don't know how to play football. So it's a different thing. I don't know what's going to happen next weekend. If they win next weekend, if Arsenal wins next weekend, that's come on like a real miracle. Okay, and it will be good for their group. But they're not scoring goals. The reason being that Pepe does not cross to his teammates. He crossed to the opposition. Okay, and Heroicus underscore AFC said, how about Arteta resting Saka? I feel he needs to recover fully. I agree with you 100%. Unfortunately, there is no player to rest him for. Okay, so the thought is play Lacazette through the middle, put Aubameyang on the right. The thing is, if you put Aubameyang there, he strolls a lot. He doesn't track back to help Tierney. Tierney is a good player, but he's injury prone, just as we saw. Tavares, or what's the name of the other guy that comes in for him, is still a very little kid, and you need to manage this one. Maitland-Niles have said he doesn't want to play through the wings anymore. He wants to play in the middle. So that's also something that the coach is juggling. I think that the coach wanted to sell Lacazette during this window that just passed, but unfortunately, he didn't have anybody coming in for him. He thought Inter Milan would come or something. Anybody didn't come in for him. So he's trying not to put hope on him. And I wouldn't blame him that much. I wouldn't blame him that much. But resting Saka would have been good if there was another winger to cover for him. Maybe they should rest Saka and play Emily Rose-Smith on that wing as well and see how it goes. But then he's a central midfielder. It's not a wide man. That might just be a problem. Or probably they took the system the way they play. But let's see how it goes against Spurs next week, Sunday. And see how it goes. Another good news for Arsenal is the goalkeeper who is touted to be a relegation specialist, all of a sudden becoming a clean sheet specialist. Redemption time for him. And that has also brought competition to the team. And I don't think that Arsenal needs to bring back Ben Leno. As some people are already saying, bring back Leno. Leno is the number one choice goalkeeper. You can't just put your first choice goalkeeper on the bench. I don't know who is selling that idea anyway, but I think they should keep what's his name now? Aaron Ramsey going. We have Aaron Ramsey before, now we'll have Ramsey. Okay, Esuko Victor said, what do you think of Messi's game? Was the sub okay? Yes, the sub was okay. It was long overdue like the end of the first half. The coach tried to give him an additional minutes to play so that he could get up to the 75th minute, and it was okay. But Messi have not clicked into Paris Saint-Germain. Let's be honest, he's not clicked into Paris Saint-Germain, and I want to say very massive shout out to fans of Cristiano Ronaldo because they have not even started rubbing it in yet. Their man went to Manchester United. He's already scored 4 goals in how many games? In 3 games, and Messi can't even find the woodwork. So credit to them for not rubbing it in, but Messi didn't click. That's just the truth. And then another thing with the Paris Saint-Germain team, it seems like they were doing to Messi what Manchester United players were doing to Alexis Sanchez. Once Messi gets the ball, everybody stop running. They just are like, okay, hey, you are the god here. Perform your miracle. You have to part the Red Sea or stop deaf ear, walk on water, turn water to wine, and just make sure everything happens. And if they continue like that, they're all going to suffer. The thing is, Messi is still going to get paid whether they like it or not. So everybody has got to buckle up and get things going. It's just strange. Even the partnership with Neymar that I thought would happen, it not happen. No, it's not happening right now. Okay, Nasri Olabode Owolafa said, Elegbete is just Elegbete. He retreated in the second half as always and came out to say that it was safe at a goal up and asked his players to sit back. Who does that and win? Nobody. Obviously, didn't win. I mean, it's surprising anyway because I thought I was expecting a whole lot more from Allegri. But I mean, I can take your position because not only that you are a Juventus man, you are a football person. So I get your point on that. Otumba Olatunde Fagbonero, long time. How you doing, bro? But he said, Oracle on the microphone. I greet you. I hail you, boss. I hail you too. So let me check what's speculating on the YouTube Live. Timothy Daimbo, he said, Pepper don't die for your hand. Hey, Pepper crosses to the opposition. I can imagine what you would do to Pepe if you were his coach. No, if I were his coach, I would have sold him since. Like, it's not a conversation. It's not a conversation. I would bench him to the point where his agent would sell him, would loan him to maybe Enyimba to go and play under Finidi George. Finidi George will give him good coaching. Okay, Ireke on the Square FC said they should give Messi a break, Biko. Okay, I know that you are Messi's girlfriend and nothing about Messi can ever go wrong with you. So let me not even go there. But he's not performing. They're paying him big money. He's not performing. He should perform. Okay? He should perform. If it was Cristiano Ronaldo, nobody would be giving him a break. So we're not going to give Messi a break. Messi, you are not performing. Yes, you've won the Copa America with Argentina. You've won something for Argentina. Paris Saint-Germain needs you to win something for them right now. But looking at Messi, I'm saying, thank God we let him go. Thank God we didn't even kill ourselves to keep him because keeping him wouldn't have done anything. This is what he's going to play. It's not like Barcelona are really doing very well anyway. But it doesn't look like Messi would have added any kind of value to Barcelona as it is. Now, this is supposed to be a conversation for tomorrow. Yesterday, over the weekend, I saw ex-international former Nigerian defender Tajuddin Disu in an interview with I can't remember now. I really can't remember the name. But I saw it on the website. They published it that he was saying that he would not like to congratulate Finidi George. Rather, he pities him because he came to coach Enyimba. And that's a mentality that really bothers me. A lot of this ex-international, and when I talk, people say, "Oh, why are you saying this thing? Why are you talking like this?" They really piss me off with their mentality sometimes. Okay, you can't say you pity Finidi George, and you can't say that the Nigerian political class are doing everything to rubbish the Nigerian ex-international. Our ex-internationals, they need a try. Let's call it spade a spade. They are not doing anything, like nothing. Okay, somebody just came out with a story, allegedly, that it was the one that helped to broker the deal for Mikel to go to the Kuwaiti club that went to $10 million. But Mikel Obi has refused to give him anything. Well, I don't know how they tied up their contract anyway. I don't want to get in the middle of that. I just thought I should raise that one. Ask yourself, between 1994 and now, when have you seen like anything is happening when we have like IDPs, when we have like the COVID issues where everybody was really hungry? When have you seen that the Nigerian ex-internationals gather together and say, okay, let's organize a charity match like you see in Europe, you see everywhere in South America. Let's organize a charity match, raise funds, and take care of maybe a community in Maiduguri or in Kaduna or in Enugu or in Owerri, where some victims are suffering that for flood or insurgency and all that. I'm just asking. When have you seen that happen? And please don't tell me that they are doing it secretly because it's a lie. I'm in the system and I know it's a lie. They're not doing nothing secretly. Rather, they're looking for opportunities to take. I know a lot of people will not be saying this, but it's the truth. Let's say truth to people, and I don't even call it power. I think that Finidi George coming back to Nigeria is a good thing. Is a beautiful choice because let's be honest, black coaches don't have any opportunity abroad. These black coaches don't have any opportunity abroad. And if they really want to dominate the African continent, they need a platform to prove themselves. Imagine if Pitso Matsamane did not prove himself in the South African League and the Bafana. Do you think he'll be earning the tons of dollars that he's earning with Al Ahly right now, winning the CAF Champions League and doing the things that he's doing? Obviously, no. If he has said to himself, oh, I want to go and sit down and be hanging around in Europe, driving Uber, and be praying to God, and God Almighty will open the door and Real Madrid will employ me, that would never happen. So if somebody decides, you know what, I'm going to come back home and I want to coach a team in Nigeria, they should be given some kind of like respect and not just be predicting doom straight up. Yes, he might fail. That's coaching for you. He might fail, he might win. Yeah, when Kennedy Oboye took coaching in Nigerian League, he started as an assistant and then he got the Plateau United job. He won the league with Plateau United, and then I think he coached Lobby Stars and then coached one of that team. Then he went to Aqua United, won the league again, lost only 5 games out of 38. People thought that was not going to be possible, but that is possible now because of the kind of result that is shown. It's going to go on the continent. I'm talking about continental games. The CAF Confederations Club second round matches. US Ben Gordon will play against RS Bakane. AS FAR Rabat of Morocco will play against JS Kabylia of Algeria. Demas FC of Mali will play against Enyimba Football Club of Aba. Bayelsa United will sit at home and play against Tunisia's CX Safian. These clubs used to be some of the clubs that reign supreme at the very top competition in CAF competition like CAF Champions League, but things are no longer what they used to be. Asa Concorde will play against JS Saoura, and you have Azam FC playing against Pyramids of Egypt, URAFC playing against Al Mazari of Egypt, Ali Merowi playing against Gormaya of Gormaya. Where's Gormaya? Angola or Cameroon again? Marumo Galan playing against AS Vita Club. This club usually, Marumo is from South Africa. AS Vita is Congo DR. Yeah. Orapa United is playing against Cotton Sports of Cameroon. Diabolis North playing against Orlando Pirates. Red Arrows will be playing against Primero de Augusto of Angola. AS Kigali playing against DC Motema Pembe. Oh, of Zaire back in the day. Okay. Binga FC playing against ASFA Yenaga. Bishara United playing against Al Ali Tripoli. Okay. CFFA FC playing against GD Inter Club. And then you have the first leg matches will be played on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of October. The second leg matches will be played on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of October. 16th winners will progress to the playoff round in the Total Energies CAF Confederations Cup. Okay, wherever you find yourself. Okay, Gomaya is Kenya. Thank you very much, Timothy Daimbo. Love your support. But then, guys, we've come to the end of the show today. Let's look at the fixtures for today and see if I can look at my crystal ball and see what my crystal ball will tell me how the result will go. Man, this weekend was the worst when it comes to prediction. I'm not sure anybody will sit where they are and say, oh, I got it. Spot on the Finidi issue. I don't think there is a way the quality of our football can improve if these ex-internationals with great coaching badges and football knowledge don't get involved with our local football. I agree with you completely. Divine Harmony, Tonke. Imagine, Imam Walkabout has won the league with Enugu Rangers. Kennedy Bogoye have won the league twice with two different clubs. Finidi George is coming. The expectation is high. I mean, he's coaching the biggest club in the land. Oh, see, okay, Mucha, how you doing? My lovely sister. Everybody expects him to win, okay? But he's going to not just win, but it's going to come in with a bit of influence and all that. Warren Wolves also did an open screening for coaches and 62 coaches applied. My job not do. Job, you know, my brother, what I know do. And our country no good do every day. I don't know how to sing that song. But I was amazed when Moses 2 was telling me that 62 people had already applied for the job. Okay, so let's talk about the games that are going down today. Udinese playing against Napoli. You know I'm going to be biased here. I'm always going to say Napoli will win. So don't take me serious if you want to bet. If you're betting big money, because I don't know what I'm saying here. Because of my sentiment with Osimhen. But in all honesty, Napoli are in the kind of form that they should win. Barcelona playing against Granada. Nobody should be betting on Barcelona right now. Just let them play whatever they want to play. They win, they win. They don't win, forget about them, because they are not consistent enough for anybody to put their money on them. But it seems like a game that they will win at the Nou Camp. Those are the two major games for those who are betting today. Okay, but I think that Napoli will win. Serious or not serious, I think that Napoli will win. Now, as I round up, let me take the last question. That give me that. You abandon me, Abi. Don't worry. I will tell us to go that you abandon me. Estroman Mende, it's a great show today. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we won't do live because tomorrow we're recording. Emmanuel Sebastian of the year won't do live. Okay, I'm gonna say Ogbeni, my love, how you doing? Hiroeke, he said, well done, bro. See you tomorrow. Make I go hustle my urgent 2K. You get it, you know, I was saying it like the way it is. Okay, so let me look at the final messages on Facebook before I leave the building. Okay, wow, some messages I can't abandon them all. Adio Ayodeji, he said, to God be the glory, appreciate your existence. Good tactical approach from Thomas Tuchel yesterday up Chelsea. Absolutely, absolutely. The second half substitution, bringing on what's it called? N'Golo Kante was incredible, man. It was good. Victor Malalu said, ex-international after what they can get from the Nigerian government. Adi Ayodeji, you say good observation from you regards to Nigerian ex-footballer. Keep doing your best to remain among the best. Thank you very much for that. And I don't know. I think that's the last one. Let me check if there's any message on the YouTube channel. Then I tried broken record. I did live show, live Instagram, live Facebook, live YouTube. Thank you very much, and thanks to everybody who joined in on the show. Let me go prepare for my lecture. Once again, my name is Idafi Matthew Esegone Peter. And we're not there. You're coming late, and every other person. God bless you. Thank you. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us to grow. We're begging. We're a small company that really wants to do big things. Okay, we need your help. And tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends that they should subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. It's not like you have to pay money. Elegbete TV Sports on YouTube. Subscribe to us, watch our content, and please help us to comment on it and also share in different platforms that you belong. Just copy the link and share. I tell them that you enjoy what we're doing here. They should also come on the show every day. Tomorrow, well, it's not going to be Monday. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesdays, we are doing recording in the studio, so we'll not be able to do live broadcast. But thank you very much for joining me on the show. God bless you and have for yourself a lovely and fantastic day.